I know people are gonna break my balls, but you know what? I'm doing this precisely for that reason. Today we're gonna be talking about my favorite subject and your favorite subject, the least controversial subject in the mineral world, citrines. Well, whatever, the people do not expect me to have the proper speech. So what we have out here is all different kinds of citrine. Now, where do I start? So, let's start here. In order for something to actually be considered quote unquote natural citrine, now we have to remember citrine itself is the name of a color, which comes from the citrus fruit. Natural citrine is extremely, and I mean extremely rare, meaning that it is actual amethyst that underwent the oxidation process underground by millions of years of being heated crazy. The closest thing that we're really gonna find in actuality to real citrine is if we cut out the citrine part of ametrine, which I need to get a piece of ametrine to show that, don't I? So here's ametrine. Okay, and this is actually natural ametrine. So what you can see here is that the amethyst has started to turn a little bit of a citrine color here. Now, what we could do here is we could actually cut out this part of the citrine and facet a gemstone out of it, and we'll have natural citrine. That's how you do it. That's how you do it, folks. We're looking at natural citrine primarily coming out of ametrine. It's the easiest way to get there and to be sure about it. Also have to make sure that the ametrine isn't heated. How do we know that the ametrine isn't heated? It needs to be directly sourced. The easiest way to do that is get it in a rough form and make sure that the rough form was directly sourced, directly mined, and it is actually natural ametrine. Now, what happens is that most of the citrine that we're gonna see on the market, whether it's labeled natural or not, or heated amethyst, whatever you wanna be, because actually most of the natural citrine on the market is actually heated smoky quartz or irradiated smoky quartz, which is actually oxidizing the iron in the smoky quartz and turning it that orangey brownish kind of citrine color. Now, what we have here is a beautiful array of citrines. We're gonna start out with my favorite one, which is actually something that comes out of the Congo, and people call natural citrine, which is smoky citrine, and this is heat treated. What we have here is Brazilian. This is natural, actually, but this is not natural citrine. This is iron oxide smoky quartz. What do we have here? What do we have here? I don't know how this got in here. And then we have something like this, which is actually iron oxide quartz itself, meaning that the quartz is actually oxidized on the outside of the piece and not part of the crystal structure. And then we have this. This is your classic heated amethyst. This is your classic on classic. This is what most people are referring to and calling citrine. Now, it is heated amethyst. Typically, if you want to turn amethyst into citrine, you need the cooking process to be roughly 500 to 550 degrees. Now, that's going to vary. Most people might say between 400 to 500, but really it's between 500 to 550. There is a science behind it. I'm not going to talk to you about the science of heating amethyst and turning it into citrine because I already know that everyone's already angry about it. We're all triggered right now. It's basically oxidation of iron oxide. Literally, that's what it is. So there are color centers that go through an oxidation process, and when you heat it, you are changing the oxidation process, turning the purple into the naranja. This is actually something that is coming out of Uruguay. You can see all the iron on the outside here. And people are calling it citrine. It is not heated, believe it or not. It's a quartz that has iron and lots of it. Then we have this, the classic old lemon quartz. Yes, this is not even citrine. This is not smoky citrine. This is what you would call a lemon quartz. For the real kicker of this video, and what has been absolutely wild to me, is that people have started calling hematoid quartz citrine. Hematoid quartz, which actually is a form of golden healer, which actually golden healer is a trade name that has been applied to several different stones that range from yellow aventurine down to golden quartz to hematoid quartz. But yeah, people are calling hematoid quartz now natural citrine.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
So what's the point? There really is no point. I just want to talk about citrine. Right now, as we speak, all of these things are being posted in places as natural citrine. Not one of them are natural citrine. The closest thing we have, there it is. Okay, ready? It's gone. But you know what? I pulled it right out of your ear.